This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. So, we are learning combining queries, right? So, combining queries means we are going to be discussing about joins as well as unions or union all. So, joins are called as merge queries in Power BI. Union all operation is called as appending queries in Power BI. What is a union all? That will discuss in the next class, that is on Monday. And we are discussing, I think, yesterday and today on joins, right? So when you wanted to join, if you wanted to create a visualization, and the visualization is getting the data from multiple tables or multiple data sets, that is when we're going to be joining. The default join is inner join, simple join, natural join, and outer join will have again left, right, full, and this one. And today we'll discuss cross join and self join as well. Clear? So default join in Power BI is left outer join, but normally default join in SQL and everywhere is simply inner join. Clear? And your SQL can take 255 tables and can join at a time. And Power BI is going to be taking only two tables, and it is going to be joining two tables at a time. Clear? So that is what is one more difference. And extra two joins, the Power BI has, that is left anti, non-matched from left side, right anti, non-matched from the right side. So these are the extra things also we discussed. And today let us discuss about self join. And before that, let us talk about cross join. What is a cross join? So cross join means it is called as a Cartesian product. Let us understand what is a cross join. Let me quickly go to Paint. I will take data set A and data set B. Data set A has some data. Data set B. Data set means a table or a query, whatever you call. All these are synonyms. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 1, 2, 6, 8, and 9. Clear? I have data set A, I have data set B. What happens in the cross join? Let us understand. Cross join is very, very important to join. In many times, we're going to be using this in the real time. Now, it is going to be taking 1 and 1, 1 and 2. So, 1 and 6, 1 and 8, 1 to 9. 2 to 1, okay, 2 to 2, 2 to 6, and a 2 to 8, and a 2 to this one. So every element of the first table is going to be joining with all the element of the second table. That is what is called cross join. Every element, every value in the first table is going to be joining with every element or every data value in the second table. So how many values you have? One, two, three, four. So you're going to be having four rows, right? Four rows. And here one, two, three, four, five. You will have five. Okay, cross join always will give you number of rows in first table into number of rows in second table. That will be 20. Clear? Cross join always gives you number of rows, okay, in the first table multiplied by number of rows in second table. So total number of rows in your output will be 4 into 5. Clear? So if you wanted to teach me a cross join, so I'll take a database here. I'm now talking about a SQL joins, right? So SQL or Power BI, anywhere the same thing it is going to be happening. You take any table, so you should know basic queries and everything, guys. Hope you are learning queries and everything, right? You cannot say that I know only Excel sheets. Then you will be thrown out of the company in 1 hour, not more than that. Clear? I have some data in this table. I have 64 rows. Okay. And let me take one more table from iBank database. Let me take, let us say, branch master table. I have one more table. So in this, I have a 10. So in this, I have what? 64 rows. In this, I have a 10. So if you do the cross join, you will be able to get 64 into 10. So what is 64 into 10? 64 into 10 is 640 rows. Let me do the cross join in SQL Server. Okay. In SQL Server, what is the syntax? Because SQL Server is completely command based. It is, you need to do like this. First table, you say cross join second table. First table cross join second table. We don't need any common column, because if the common column is there, you will not be able to perform, cross join. Cross join means every element has to be joined with the every element in the second table. You see 640 rows, you're able to get it. Have you seen it? So this is what is called a cross join. So cross join is, number of rows in the first table into number of rows in the second table. You can also simply put comma. First table, comma, second table. This is also cross join. So this is how the SQL Server is going to work. Okay, but the same thing I wanted to show you in my Power BI how the cross join is going to work. Clear? So let me go quickly and get this data. Let me go to Power BI desktop, and how do I get this and where exactly we're going to be using cross join also we'll discuss. Okay, so let me tell you where exactly we're going to be using cross join. What is the use of this? So let me tell you use. Okay, use cases. So even though there is a common column, we are not going to be, giving the common column here. Okay, if you give common column, it will become a normal inner join or outer join. So no common columns are needed. Even though you give, if you give, it will become inner or outer join. So I don't want to give any common column here. So I wanted to create a cross join. For example, I have data or I have a students and I have subjects, right? So what are the subjects that you have taken? I have, let us say, Ramya, and we have, let us say, John, and we have Kiran. So these are the three students, and they have, you know, they need to take all the subject in the last semesters: Java, SQL, and Unix, right? So now I wanted to know how much marks scored by Ramya in Java and Ramya in SQL Server, how many marks she scored, and Unix, and John in Java, John in SQL, and John in Unix, right? Kiran in Java, Kiran in SQL, and Kiran in Unix. So this is what is called cross join, right? So many times we're going to be doing this, but we never recognize it is a cross join, right? And the other day we were talking about matrix report, right? The other day we were talking about matrix report. So I have a car and I have a year, right? So we're talking about, Ford cars. Do you remember? We're talking about Benz car and we're talking about BMW car. Sales I wanted to know in 2011 and 2012. So the matrix report is a cross tab report only or cross join report. Ford 2011 sales, Ford 2012 sales, Benz 2011 sales, Benz car 2012 sales, BMW 2011 sales, BMW's 2012 sales. Okay, so this is called as a cross join. So this is what is called a matrix. The other day we discussed it, right? It is also known as a cross tab report. Now, when they joins, it is called as a cross join or called as a Cartesian product. Number of rows available in the first table into number of rows available in the second table, total you will be able to get 9 combinations. So 3 into 2, you will be able to get 6 combinations, right? So that is what is the cross join. Heavily we are going to be using this. Clear? So if you want to create a matrix report, it is completely a cross tab report or cross join is going to be happening between these two columns. Clear? You don't understand mathematically like this, but in the real time, we are going to be using everywhere the cross join heavily. Clear? So that is what need to be cleared for you. Clear? Yeah. Now, how can we implement a cross join in your Power BI? Let me quickly take
Alia?
one. Yeah. Any question? Guys, somebody's unmuted the mic. Any question you have? Okay. So now I wanted to go to my transform data. I wanted to bring the department table and employee table. That is what we were bringing. So let me go to employee, and I wanted to use a cross join here, okay, between table A and a table B. Table A and table B, even though these are having common column, I wanted to produce cross join output, right? So number of rows in first table into number of rows in second table. So number of rows, you have 35 rows. Have you seen this? So where number of rows in employee table is 35 rows, okay? Into, you are going to be understanding number of rows here. Number of rows in 8. So 35 into 8, right? So 35 into 8. So let me go to SQL Server. So I'm talking about 35 into 8. So number of rows you will be able to get at 280 rows. Clear? So 280 rows you should be able to get it, but let me simply go and try to join them. Clear? So how to join them? Where is that? So I am in the Power Query. So I wanted to go and merge queries as a new. I would like to join. So I go to department table and I go to employee table. So what kind of a join? Do we have any cross join here? Left outer, right outer, full outer, inner, left anti, right anti. Do we have any cross join? You don't have any cross join. But how do I get, all the data is has to be linked with all the elements of the second table, right? So how can we get it? So there is no cross join. So directly here, we are going to be applying a trick. What is a trick I'm going to be applying? So I go here and I wanted to add a column. So what I'm doing, I am playing a trick. What I'm doing, I'm going to this and this one. I'm going to be adding extra column here and here. Clear? So how to add extra column? We knew that. So to do any extra, you have to go here, and I wanted to use extra column here. Okay. So now I wanted to do a step-by-step process. Go to add. First, click on this. Go to add column, custom column. I wanted to give one column called ID, and this column values are 1. That's it. Okay. So one more column gets created. All the columns are 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I go to second column. I go to add column. Where am I? I'm in the Power Query editor window. Add column, custom column, the column name again ID. In this also, I'm going to be giving the column values are 1. Clear? So you will be able to get only 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So I will be able to now perform what operation here? The cross join operation by going to home and go here, merge queries and merge queries as new. Clear? Now I will take employee or department, whatever you would like to take it. You can take it, doesn't matter. If you take department, you take employee here. If you take employee here, you take department down. Nothing to worry. Later, you need to have a one column. So I'll take this column and this column. I'm going to be using either left outer, full outer, right outer, all the data, because 1 into 1 joining 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. This 1 to 1, 1 to 1, it is going to be creating a cross join output. Clear? I'm going to be using either inner join or outer join, anything you can have it. So it is going to be giving you number of rows in the first table into number of rows in the second table, because this column I'm going to be joining, it is completely matching, because 1 to 1, this 1 to 1, this 1 to 1, this 1 to 1, again this 1 to 1, this 1 to 1. So this is a trick that we can play and create a cross join. But in SQL Server we have a comma, or we can write syntax like this. So you can write syntax like this, it is going to be creating, but here we are going to be using, this is merge, but what it is employee or department cross join, department. Now you see number of rows in this. Okay. Now you should be able to cross, close and apply. You will be able to see number of rows in your Power Pivot model. Okay. So you will be able to get, all of them will get loaded. All of them will get loaded here. Let us understand number of rows in cross join. Okay, I'll go here. So you should be able to find out number of rows, 8 rows here. Okay, now click on this. Number of rows are 35 rows here. You click on this, number of rows here is, still you are able to get 35, because I forgot to do one step. Still you are able to do, you are able to see 35 rows only here. Okay, I missed one step. What is that step? I missed it. So I go back to transform data. I missed one step. What is the step I missed? I'll show you now, because I'm able to see 35 rows, but I should be able to get much more data, right? I'll go here. I will be able to find out a table. The second table, you have to click on this and expand everything. Use original column names. You can remove, expand all columns. This step I missed it. Clear? So this step I missed it. So then I close and apply. So you should be able to find out number of rows here. Okay. Have you seen? Number of rows are 280. It is the first table, 35 rows, second table into 8. So you're able to get 240 rows. Clear? So this is how, if you have a student table, or if you have a marks table or a subject table, where you will be able to get this kind of a reports. Am I clear? Now let me go back to transform data, and I wanted to teach, the next one is called self join. Okay, so where exactly we are going to be using self join, we'll discuss now. Any questions on this? What is the cross join? Did you understand
Sir,
clearly? Yeah, tell me.
sir, instead of one, we will take any other values like 2 or 3.
Anyway,
ID.
any value, it has to match. That's it. If you take 2 there, you need to take 2 here. If you take A there, you need to take A here. That's it. The same common values you need to have it, because each and every column need to be mapped with each and every column in the opposite table or next table. That's it. 1 or 2, or you write A, or you write John there, and here also you can write John there. Anything you can write, right? Any value you can write it. So instead of this one, you wanted to add something else. So that is your wish. So you go here, sir, I don't want to, add one there. I would like to write here a 1, 2, 3, or I would like to write a John. I would like to write something else. Anything is fine. Clear? So this is what you should be able to do it. So nothing else. Clear? So Clear, guys? Okay. So what is that? Repeat. Okay. So it is very, very simple. If you wanted to, get all the data from this table into all the data from this table, we don't have a cross join. So what normally we do? So let me go there and delete it. If you wanted to get all the data from the first table and all the data from the second table, so normally we can apply cross join. But the problem is that cross join is not available as part of your options. Clear? So when you go there and try to say as merge queries, cross join option is not available, right? You don't have any cross join. If you wanted to get a cross join, we knew that all the data from the first table will be matching with all the data from the second table. 1 comma 1, this 1 comma this 1, this 1 comma this 1, like that we need to create. So to do that, first I went to this table, I went to add column, I went to custom column, I add a column called ID, I added a 1. You may add a 2 or you may add a John, anything you can add it here, or you can have some ABC, same value you need to add it. If you say X, so in the second place also you need to add X. Clear? I need to add one column. The one column I have added here, this is with 1. Same step is repeated here as well. If you're adding 1, you got to add 1. If you're adding 2, if you're adding, you need to add 2 here as well. So later you go home and you merge queries as this. Clear? So what is that you wanted to have it? Now I'll say any table you can take, a department table or employee table, department table, A join B, B join B, A cross join B, B cross join A, anything is the same thing. So you go there. Since we are going to be using this one and use this common column, so when you say because one and mapping with all these things, because this one to this one, 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 and this one to this one, like that. Again, this one to this one, this one to this one, this one to this one. It is going to be continuously doing as a cross join. Clear? So that's it. So what we need to do, you can use left outer join or inner join, anything is fine here because it is going to be getting number of rows in the first table and number of rows in the second table. Now you got it. Now what you do, you go here and you say EMP cross join department. Now you go here and after joining you will be able to get this, and there is a department table is not yet joined. You click on this. Now you say expand all the columns, so it is you're telling get all the data from the second table and try to add it here. So you remove original column names from that table. I don't want to prefix anything. So expand all the means all the data it is going to bring. So you're able to get 280 rows here. So we had 8 rows here. Okay, now we had 35 rows. In this, we're able to get 280 rows. So since we don't have a cross-join syntax, we have a cross-join syntax in SQL. Since we don't have a cross-join syntax, we applied a trick. What is a trick we have applied? So we applied a trick called, so add one more column. The same trick you can also apply it here. You can also apply it here. You can add one more column here with 1. You can add one more column with 1. Then you can say instead of this, you write inner join. When you write inner join, you have to give a common column. What is a common column that you need to give on? So it is this table is called A, this table is called B, then you need to write A dot ID is equals to B dot ID because we need to give common column. The common column is having 111. So this is how the SQL Server is going to be implementing if you want to implement like that. But it is not needed like this. It is simply a cross join is available, or you can also simply put comma. All this circus is not required at the RDBMS level. Clear? Because it is a supporting comma, so comma is a cross join, or it is also have a syntax called a cross join syntax. Clear? So this is how it is going to be happening, and we can work with this. Am I clear? So if you wanted to join more than 2 tables, SQL Server we has join syntax, right? If you go to the SQL queries, you will be able to understand cross join. This join table.a and a table.b, put one more join, cross join, and one more table, right? So cross table C, like that you keep on join. Or you can say it is very simple syntax, A table, comma B table, comma C table. So this into this. So it is the simple syntax. What is the A? A is the table name. So account master table, and you take one more table, whatever be the table that you would like to have it. So branch master table, and the C table is user master table. Like that, if you have any table, you master table. So this table into this table into that table. So this is how you're going to get 6,400 in rows. Clear? So this is a cross join, multiple cross joins like this. So now what if you wanted to do one more table here? If you want to add one more table, you can also do it. Already we got, if you wanted to have one more table, you want to cross join with that, again, you have to go here and you take merge as combining queries. Now, you're not using this table because you got this data, this table, and you're going to be using one more table. Clear? And you can choose a common column, and left outer join or inner join is not required, and you should be able to get one more cross join. So always you can join two tables here, so the output is here. And this table with this table, the output is here. Like that, you should be able to join multiple tables, right? And you should be able to create whatever you wanted to create it. So I don't want to have it. So, but if you want to create, you should be able to create very, very easily. So as we told you, if you don't need this table to be loaded, so you need to mark them enable load. You need to unmark them so that when you close and apply, so this data will not get loaded to the Power Pivot model. Am I clear? So if you don't want to take this, if you want to take only this data, take only this data, you unmark them, you uncheck them. Okay, so whatever be the visualization that is there, the data is going to be missed. So that is fine for me. There's no problem at all, and I should be able to miss them there. That is fine. The next join I'm going to be discussing is self join. Self join means join the table with itself, is called as a self join. Okay, join the table with itself is called as a self join. I wanted to create a employee table and employee ID, employee name, and manager ID. So MID means manager ID. Who's the manager? And you will have your salaries and everything. Salary column is also there. Gender, everything will be there. So this is my data. So employee ID 1, let us say Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the complete chairman of the company, is getting some salary, and he doesn't have any boss because he's the boss for the company. And this is what is called a foreign key. This is what is called a foreign key. This is what is called a primary key, right? So the manager is also a employee in the company, right? For example, Satya Nadella joined as a boss, as a CEO of the company. So he's getting some salary. Satya Nadella is reporting to one. Satya Nadella is reporting to one. So the manager is an employee. So he doesn't have a boss, but this Satya Nadella has a boss, right? So the foreign key is referring its own table's primary key. Then this table is called as a self-referential table. This is very, very important interview question. This is covered as part of my SQL classes. You don't leave SQL, I'm telling you. Daily 2 hours of SQL practice is needed. I'm warning, I'm giving from day one onwards because SQL take a lot of time. You cannot say after Power BI, I will learn SQL. So when you think like that, your failure started there itself, right? So you cannot say after Power BI. So the along with Power BI, or you stop learning Power BI, attend only the class, you complete for SQL. Clear? So SQL will take a lot of time to understand and grasp. You start SQL first daily 2 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. You need to practice them. Clear? So self-referential table means the foreign key is referring its own table's primary key. I cannot give 3 or 4. If I give you 4, the foreign key will go there and verify. Is it 4? No. Is it 4? No. If the existent value is there, then this row will get deleted by RDBMS. Clear? So when you create a primary key and foreign key, it is also doing one kind of a checking. The checking is called as a self-referential integrity. Okay, whether this value is available or not, it is going to be checking. Self-referential integrity means whatever be the value that is available here, it has to be there in your primary key. Otherwise, it is invalid entry. It is invalid entry. The record will get deleted if it is not there. Clear? Self, it is a referential integrity. So if you observe carefully, if you observe carefully, I wanted to show you an option here. So I go to joins. Let me go here, click on some joins here. Okay. This option is not available. I will show it later. Okay. We have one more option. The option is called a referential integrity. So that I'm going to be showing it later. I think it is not available. It is elsewhere. So what do you mean by referential integrity? That you need to, know it very, very clearly. What is the meaning? Whenever you give any value here, so especially in SQL, Oracle SQL, whenever you give any value here, SQL Server software is going to be going and verifying. Clear? So when you give tomorrow, Bhaskar joined in this company. Bhaskar is getting some $2,000 and is reporting to 2. And you joined, Anudeep joined in this company. So Anudeep is, getting some $3,000, and Anudeep is reporting to again 2 or 3, something like this. I have some data. Clear? So this is what is my data. So I wanted to know employee name along with the boss name, manager name. So I have only the employee name. I have the only boss ID or the manager ID. But what is the question? The question is, it is like this: get employee name along with what? Along with the boss name or the manager name. So this is what is the visualization that you would like to create it. So I need 2 names. So one name only I have it. I have a number, but using this number, I have to get one more name. Clear? If you wanted to get one more name, so there is no other way. You have to take the complete table and you have to create a duplicate table. So this table is called E1. This table is called E2. Clear? I have to get one more name. One name I can get it from here, but I wanted to get the boss name from here. Clear? So what I do, I play a trick. What is it? The same table I'm going to be joining. I'm going to be copying first. After copying, what I do, I'm going to be performing a inner join or inner join, outer join, whatever you would like to do it. So if you wanted to, join this table with this table, what is the table name? This table name is E2. This table name is E1. Clear? So, or this table name is EMP. This table name is EMP2. Something like this we can give. Now, I would like to join. Joining means what? So, primary key to foreign key, right? Or this primary key to this foreign key, you need to have a mapping, right? So, you need to have a common column. So, you can take this table primary key and this can be mapped with this table foreign key. Or you can take this table primary key, you can map with this table, foreign key. Anything is because If you take only one table, you can map and this. But if I map this and this, I will be able to get only one name. But I need two names, means what I'm trying to do, I have taken the same table and copied and pasted. And now I need to join. When you wanted to join, you have, common column you need to give. Common column means this primary key to this foreign key, or this primary key to this foreign key. A equals to B, B equals to A. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to join based on this to this. I'm going to be joining this column to this column. I'm going to be mapping. So what join? Inner join. So inner join means all the data. So this data, all the data, I would like to get it. Okay. So I will take all the data. I will get. Okay. Now there is no matching because null and there is no null. So this is unmatched data because inner join will get you matching data. Null is not going to be matching with this. So 1 and 1 is there. So this row is going to come here. And for this is matching. So this you need to get it and put it here. Done. And this is done. Then you take this 2 and 2 is matching. You take this row, you put it here. And for 2, there is a matched data that you will be able to get it here. Right? Now for 3, there is a 3 here. So 3, you should be able to get it. And you will be able to get 3. And for 3, there is a matching entry 3. Clear? So you don't have any other data because 4 and 4 is unmatched data and 4 is unmatched data. Now you should be able to get your, Satya Nadella boss is 1, 1 is Bill Gates. Now you see automatically the, two names. Bhaskar is reporting to 2. Bhaskar is reporting to 2. Who's 2? 2 is Satya Nadella. You see? So without doing anything, you're joining the table with itself is called as inner self join. So self join is inner join only. So Anudeep is what? Anudeep is 3, 3 is this. But what you did not get it because Bill Gates is unmatched data and this fellow did not come. Other 3 guys came in. So this is unmatched data. If you need unmatched data, instead of inner join, you take what? Left join. When you go in for a left join, you will be able to get this row as well. And so you will be able to get all these nulls because you don't have any corresponding entry. You will be able to get. If you need only this data, you copy this data in your visualization and you copy this data in your visualization and you say boss name, right? That's it. In your visualization after joining, you will be able to get Bill Gates. Nobody is there and it is employee. You can rename this is employee and it is a boss. Another piece boss is a Bhaskar. Bhaskar boss is Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella boss is Bill Gates. So that's it. So joining the table with itself is called as a self join. Why are we going to be creating a same table? Because I wanted to get the same name once again. For example, I'm a hero in the movie. But in the movie, I need to play dual roles. I'm the Peter, I'm the John. I'm the hero, I'm the villain. So what will happen? So the same Bhaskar will be Peter. So here the same table will be Peter. The same table will be a John. So two characters this employee is failing. The employee table is failing. Okay. So because two roles means that 2 times a shoot will happen. 2 times I need to act. 2 times everything will be done. Why? Because the movie has a dual roles. Who's the hero? The hero is this table is hero. So one time it is acting as a Peter, one time it is acting as a John, and from this table I am bringing one name. From this table I am bringing one name. So this name will be, I'm bringing as a boss name. So if you don't play this trick, if you don't play this trick, you will not be able to get a self join. Self join means what? Joining the table with itself. Okay, it is only one table. Joining the table with itself is a self join. Self join could be inner join or outer join. So this is very, very, very important interview question, guys. So let me create this table, copy, and let me go to my employee database. Let me have this. So let me take employee. So I'm going to be creating one more table called EMP. Okay, I'll say Microsoft employees. I'll create one more table called Microsoft employees. I will create this data and let me remove all these colors. Okay, now I wanted to perform one beautiful self join. I wanted to know the name of the employee and along with the boss name. So I'm going to be using this table. I'll be giving this data, or you can also type this data. It is very small data, right? You can also create this table data. Now try to implement. Let me quickly go back here, and the existing source is employee source. Now this time I wanted to bring one more sheet from the existing Excel. Click on OK. We got loaded. Close and apply. When you close and apply, will you be able to get two tables? You will be able to get only one table, not two tables, right? You will be able to get only one table, not two tables, because Microsoft employees only one table that you will be able to get, not all tables. But I need what? I will be able to get, name of the employee. So let me take a table here. Let me go to table. I wanted to get, name of employee. So I'm able to get it. If you drag and drop again one more name, I will be able to get name to name. It is not, giving me like this. So this will giving me, this is going to give me wrong data. When you drag and drop the same name, Anudeep to Anudeep, Bhaskar to Bhaskar, Bill Gates to Bill Gates. So this is not going to happen at all. Clear? So I wanted to get in my visualization name of the employee along with the boss name. So what I should do? I have to go to my transform data. I want to take this. I need to create two tables. Now this is one table. In our explanation, I was creating one more table. So let me take this table, and I wanted to create a duplicate copy of this table. I would like to create a duplicated copy of this table, or you can simply copy and paste. Copy and paste is a two-step process, and this is a single step process. Duplicate means same thing, copy and paste only. You need to copy one step, again paste the second step. Instead of doing two steps, simply duplicate it. Okay, you have to create, this is employee number one, this is employee number two. Okay, so two tables you have created. This is employee number two. Clear? So two tables I got created. Now what I do? I need to join this table and this table using what? Inner join. So how to join two tables? So you need to go here, merge join as this one, and so you can take any table. You can take first table here, you can take second table here, or you can take first table as this, second table as this. Anything you can do it, anything. So first table here, second table I'm going to be taking here. Now I'm going to be taking, so what is that? This table primary key to this table foreign key, or this table primary key to this table foreign key. Anything is fine. You select this or this or this or this. So I was using this table here. So this and this one I was selecting. This saying left outer join by default. Let me take it and click on OK. Clear? It got created one result. It is called as employee self join with one more employee table, right? You can rename, and you should be able to expand whatever you want to have it. You need all the data, you need to take it. You don't need all the data. I need only the name. I don't need all the data. Why? All the data is available. I need only the name, right? So you have to right click and you say boss name, right? So boss name is available here, and employee ID is there. Employee name is there, employee salary is there, employee manager ready, employee boss. That's it. Satya Nadella reporting to one is Bill Gates. Bhaskar is reporting to two is Satya Nadella. Anudeep is reporting to this. Now you can close and apply. Clear? Now, if you need employee name and boss name, you should be able to simply use this, data. So now what you do? You simply go there. So you will be able to get self join. What is self join? Self join is this. Okay. Now you delete this. Now you drag and drop a table. Now you take employee ID. You take name of the employee. You take the boss name. Right. Now you go and you format first border is on. You go up style. Style is some alternate row colors and a grid where you can increase the font. So where you can increase the font, you can give the font. Now you see it is clearly, it is giving employee IDs are summing it up. Okay, employee ID, I don't want to sum it up. Okay, so employee IDs is summed it up. You remove that. So Bill Gates, no boss. Satya Nadella, Bill Gates. Bhaskar, Satya Nadella, Anudeep is going to be reporting to Bhaskar. Clear, guys? So this is how you are going to be using the same table. Okay, and joining with itself is called as a self join. Clear? Now you understood these four joins, right? Now tomorrow, not tomorrow, we don't have class, right? You take this. I have a data set 1, 2, 3, 4 null. I have a data set 1, 1, 2, 2 null null. This is one interview question. Second interview question is 1, 1, 2, 2 null, 1, 1, 2, 2 null. So I wanted to know number of rows in inner join, number of rows in left join, right join, full join, cross join. So you tell me the answers. Okay, using this data also I need the answers. Number of rows in inner join, number of rows in left, right, full, and cross. Clear? So this is the interview question. In all interviews, you go any interview, you will be asked these questions without fail. Without fail, you will be asked these questions. You complete this quiz, and even though you're wrong, no worries, because a training means a learning period. Learning period where you should do the mistakes. If you don't do any mistake, that is a big mistake in your life, right? So don't, if doing a mistakes always is good. Okay, so learning period, you do many mistakes. If you do mistakes, that is where the learning starts. Clear? So doing mistakes means we are doing something extra, right? We are not idle. So when you do the mistakes, you will understand whether you right or wrong. The answers I will tell you on Monday's class, and you have to, tell me on that day. Okay, so number of rows in the inner join, outer join for this data set, on this date. Clear, guys? And join two tables, and then if you want to join three tables, always join two tables and always get the data with the third table. Clear? And if you anytime join this data, for example, I wanted to join one table data. For example, I take employee table here. So I say employee city is here, right? Employee city is here. So I wanted to join this city with one more city. For example, I have also city here. Okay. Here also I have a city, but Bangalore like this. I have Hyderabad like this. I have Chennai like this. And I have Hyderabad like this. So if you wanted to join, there is no requirement, because we cannot join simply like this. But when you join the data, this data with this data, okay, based on the city call, whatever be the reason, forget about it. When you join, so even though you have a Bangalore, so this is uppercase and this is in lowercase, this data will be unmatched data. Clear? This data will be unmatched data. What you need to do it, You make everything is uppercase or everything is lowercase here, or everything you go make it as uppercase or lowercase. If it is in lowercase, you make everything this is also in lowercase. Okay. And if it is uppercase, you can also do it in uppercase. That is the thing. Otherwise, what you need to do, if you're joining based on the city column, what is that you should do? You have one more option called, when you're joining especially string data, okay, you should be able to see use fuzzy match options. Okay, so this is what is called use fuzzy matching to perform the merge. If you wanted to perform, we have the data like this. Data, one thing is uppercase, one thing is lowercase, and directly it will fail. It is not going to get the matching data. So if you have uppercase and lowercase, if you wanted to ignore the uppercase, lowercase issues, then you can say, simply you go there and try to implement what? Fuzzy. Similar threshold options are available. You try to implement use fuzzy matching performance. Clear? Fuzzy matching means, what is a fuzzy? Fuzzy means not 100% is matching. For example, I have CHN is a capital. I have a small CHN. Is it 100% matching? But it is closed match. You know, spelling by is the closed match. Fuzzy means not 100% matching. If it is also closed match, you take this. Otherwise, it is going to perform, you know, C capital, C small. So case sensitivity also will happen. When you say use fuzzy matching, even though it is in lower case and it is even though it is in upper case, it is going to be, you know, applying left outer, right outer very, very easily. That is what is called fuzzy matching. Clear? So that you can apply it. Otherwise, without doing that, what you can do, instead of, you know, using fuzzy matching, you simply convert everything into lower or everything into upper. You can also do that. Clear? So that is what is the thing. Clear, guys? So any other questions? So you will be asked what is the inner join, what is the outer join, when should I use inner join, when should I use outer join, what is the, you know, self join, compulsory interview question. Maniprasad is asking, sir, in cross join, the null is also matched with null, all null rows, second table data that I am not going to be answering. So that you need to try your own and you tell me. I don't know. Okay. So Maniprasad is asked a beautiful question. So that I'm going to be revealing on Monday's class. What is the question? In cross join, the null is also matched with all null rows in the second table. Okay. Right. If you watch yesterday's video, I already told about nulls, whether it is going to be matching or not. Okay. You visit the yesterday's video, Maniprasad. I already told. If not, again, I am going to be telling on Monday's class. Okay. You have to practice this without fail. What is the question I have given? So the question you need to practice without fail, guys. So I need, whether right or wrong doesn't matter. I need your answers in the Monday's class. So Monday morning 6:30, we're starting a new Power BI batch. If you have any friends, ask them to attend and tell them that how we are teaching and tell them that how the classes are going on. And you motivate them and you also, you know, give the support and you also, you know, broadcast in Facebook or Instagram, wherever you are there. Just tell them that Bhaskar Jogi sir Power BI classes are going to start from tomorrow 6:30 a.m. So this is Bhaskar Jogi number. You reach him to get the meeting ID. Just, you know, help us to, you know, put this kind of a thing so that you're also helping us. Clear, guys? So thank you so much for your time. So Monday we'll meet by 8 o'clock with the new concept. Hope you're enjoying the classes, guys.